YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you taking the time to click on the video today. If you haven't already or you're new, please hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment. Championship game or no? First year here in Conference USA. We are currently 9-1. We're 8-1 in the conference. So we're sitting pretty solid, to be honest, in the idea of getting to the conference title game. We have 2 games left in the conference. If we win one of those 2 games, it solidifies us in that conference title game, which also solidifies our promotion from Conference USA. I believe the next one is the MAC, but don't quote me on that. First things first, we got to win one of these 2 games. We got Central Michigan up first. First moment, we are on offense. We're looking at a 3rd and 3 just past midfield. We're going to go ahead and get it to Thomas. He has been absolutely brilliant all year. He's been one of the top targets of the freshman quarterback, Dunlap. Dobson's been super good as well, but Thomas has been the guy. We're just going to step up. Oh, I thought we were going to be able to juke him out. Antonio Dunlap, not real great with his legs, but as you can see there, manages very well with their legs. If we need to get out and go, we're going to go triple option. We're going to get it out. That was kind of a little scary. Turpin, though, picks up a couple. We're going to go ahead and give it to Turpin. They played that pretty well on that triple option. That's going to be 3rd and 8. Really like to rely on the run game. Ashley's going to come out of the backfield, and he is going to find the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. Really worried about what that route combination was on the left side. Was looking for that quick out route, but it didn't surface. Actually, the corner route was probably open, but they brought some pressure. So Ashley leaking out there was obviously very huge as we get in the end zone. They throw right into my zone as I was trying to help out on another play. So they are now in field goal range. They're going to go ahead and hand it off to the running back. He's going to get the first down. And now they're going to be in the red zone. So defense needs to step up here. Got to make a play. We don't have all that many playmakers on the defensive side of things, but we have enough. Okay, I take that back. We have 0. Like, we're right there. Just make the tackle, man. Like, what just happened? Again, just a horrible angle. Like, why are those angles so bad? I mean, I can tell you why, because the players are just not good. Secondly, the change of direction is brutal with most of these guys. Dunlap to Thomas, again, his favorite target is Thomas. So, we need to make sure that we continue to work on that little connection that we got going. We're going to just dump it off to Ashley yet again out of the backfield. Don't want to force anything, don't want to create a turnover that we don't need to create, right? The other thing to remember is Dunlap has an absolute cannon for an arm, so he can fit in some of these throws that we're just not used to making. And I keep alluding to that in this series because it's true. He has like 95 throw power. I haven't had a QB on any of my series that has that. As he throws and gets Thomas in the back of the end zone, that's going to be another touchdown for Kennesaw State. And that arm strength was on point there. His accuracies are what really holds him back, but if he's able to work on those and get those honed in the offseason, he is going to be somebody that is going to really make some noise in the college football landscape, although in the process of where we're at, right, in the process of the series, is he going to really be in contest for like a Heisman or anything of that nature? Probably not, just because we're not going to be really competing in those top level conferences where they get most of the Heisman look. So they're going to score a touchdown. That's a really good throw, actually. That's going to be a tie game. We are going to be down in the red zone on the 13-yard line. So we do get a first down, so we have a little bit of room to work with. We're going to go ahead and step up with Dunlap. He's going to leap into the end zone. Touchdown. Owls. Dunlap's legs opening it up for us. We go down and score yet another. Oh, I accidentally skipped that. I accidentally skipped a fourth in like forever, and they end up going and scoring off of it. That's so unfortunate. We do have them backed up. We're going to bring a lot of pressure. That dude has 109. Can we not tackle this running back? Like, what are we doing? Please throw this. What am I doing? Just left him wide open. Thankfully, that's one of the faster linebackers on our team, and he's able to track him down, make the tackle. I just left him wide open, though. I don't know why. A little quick throw. They're going to give him the first down. They are not. So they're going to go ahead and punt. So we're going to have a chance to take the ball under the 2-minute timeout. They're going to quick punt us. That way we have to run a couple plays before that 2-minute timeout. But we should be able to run down this clock and really put this game away. Again, on the road, doesn't have to be really flashy. We just need to make sure we get the job done. As Turpin finds his way around for 3. I push it clock. I gotta get my guys physical, ready to roll. We're going to go right back. I'm confident enough in our offense to pick up a first down. So I didn't run the clock down, and now my confidence is wavering. As we get to the 2-minute timeout, we'll see, I guess. All right, relying on Turpin and the offensive line, and we get the job done. They're going to use the first of their timeouts. What an absolute pancake on the outside. Great vision by Turpin. We're going to go right back to the same play. We're running it the opposite way, and we might break this one for a touchdown. Ashley doesn't quite get a good enough block for the touchdown, but Turpin makes a guy miss, and we are now in position to put this thing away with a touchdown or with just running the clock down. Turpin's had a pretty tough day, 17 for like 58 yards, and that one was a solid like 20 or so. So he's, 16 for 30 something for that play. Just not a productive day on the ground. Obviously, got to get that ironed out. Turpin trying to make a huge back cut, not going to end up working, but 3rd and 7 here. We are going to be able to get it to a minute. Even if we do kick a field goal here, we will be in a really good position to melt this one away. But we are just going to run right into the end zone. Turpin, touchdown. Owls. And that is going to be the end of the game, 35-21, 21 fourth quarter points to come back and get that W. We had 21 of 31 for 276 and 3 touchdowns from Antonio Dunlap. That is a very solid game. 21 for 72 and a touchdown from Turpin. Dunlap 10 for 46 and a touchdown. Ashley 5 for 12. Receiving wise, Thomas 8 for 164 with 2 touchdowns. And we also got Ashley into the end zone, as you guys saw, but then we started around 4 for Sash, 4 for Dobson, 2 for Cook as well. Defensively, we had Hamilton with 9, the junior corner. And then we had Johnson, the senior linebacker, and Redding, the junior strong safety. Then we had Paul with 6, Cook and Story with 5, 0 tackles for losses, 0 sacks, 1 interception by Javon Williams. No sacks and no TFLs, that is insane. But we do move to 10-1, 9-1 in the conference, which that win solidifies the conference championship game for Kennesaw State. All right, season finale. We cracked the top 25. The Kennesaw State Owls in year 3 are a top 20 team. We have Hawaii making the long trip to Georgia. That would be brutal. Absolutely brutal. But they got to face a top 20 team. This is a trap game. We know that the conference title game is in our hands, so we just need to take care of business to keep our college football playoff implications alive. First thing we're asked to do, get a stop. They are just on our side of the 50. They're going to run a QB draw with a quarterback that looks like they have no business running a QB draw, which helps us track him down and helps us ultimately get the stop. So we're going to go ahead and take this first quarter drive. We're going to get the Turpin. This is not our first drive of the game. Our offense has already been on the field. So we're going to see if we can give them the boost that we need. Turpin is finding plenty of space with us on the field here to run, which is a very good sign, as he struggled a little bit last week. He ended up with 70 yards. He ended up with 2 touchdowns, or 1 touchdown. So did he actually get in that zone twice? As I'm pondering that, we get absolutely destroyed in the backfield because obviously we can't block. So we'll see where this takes us. We're going to give it to Ashley on the triple option. We're going to pick up 4. So we are now in a position where we are in a 3rd and 8 spot after 2 great runs to get us first downs. We get it to Thomas, our reliable guy. He's going to pick up the first down as well, and we are back on track for this particular drive. We do have, pretty sure we have a center on campus today, and he is seeing why we are pursuing him so heavily, because we cannot run block to save our life in the interior of this line, and we see it yet again. So tough sledding after the first 2 pivotal runs, and then their D-line said, you know what, that's enough of this. As we get it out to Ashley, we're going to outrun a couple guys that were trying to mark him, and we are going to get a first down with the blockers out front. See if they continue to make us give the ball to our first option. They don't, and they let Dunlap get out to the outside, and he is going to find the end zone. That's touchdown, Kennesaw State. The QB with the legs, breaking it on the triple option. We are coming back into the game. Oh, I did not like that play call at all in the spot. Holy, that was bad. Coming back in the red zone. We're going to go ahead and keep it with Dunlap again. This time, he's not going to have the space to run. We'll go back to this triple option, see how they decide. Okay, guess we're not doing this triple option. Oh, he was so wide. Thomas was wide open in the end zone. He just did not have the time to get it to him, which which again been a huge issue with the offensive line. Dunlap trying to make a play with his legs yet again. Not going to be able to make it that time. We are going to line up to go for it. See what we get here on a look. I actually kind of like this. We're going to go for it. Thomas, touchdown. The connection between Dunlap and Thomas is unreal. Touchdown, Owls. Defense playing super well. Has not given up any points, so it's 14-0 at this point in time. We gotta get it out. I was not nearly as wide open as it was the last time, but when we saw them up in zero blitz, we should have just audited it, is what we should have done. So field goal units coming out, kicks up, should be good. 17-0, Owls over the Rainbow Warriors. Again, defense has done its job. 17-0 still, and getting close to the end of the first half. We are under a minute in the second quarter left. We got guys out in front blocking. Sash couldn't hold on to that block, but we get the first down on a 3rd and long. We have a field goal kick here right before half, so putting more points on the board. It's going to be 20-0. Kicks up, kick is narrow. The wind is not touching that ball apparently, and it looks like we scored yet again. And looks like we are going to get an option to come in here and get another 3rd down. Shoe clock is cleared, I guess, on. Hobson could not get off of that press. My goodness, I wanted to give him a chance, but he didn't give himself a chance. They do go down and score their first points of the game. It's 27-7. We're going to be settling for this 52-yard field goal. Our kicker has a pretty big leg, so not a problem at all from 52. Make it 30-7. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Red zone for us. We'll see what we got here.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13.
We probably don't need to run this, but we're going to anyway. Or to not run it, but to play this moment. But we're going to anyway. Just try to get him upwards closer to 100 yards. I can't remember exactly what the yardage was when that popped up. And he's tired. That cut was atrocious. Ashley's now in the backfield. So we're going to go ahead and hand it to Ashley. We converted him to fullback, mainly because of all the triple options we did. It was pretty much a no-brainer. He was definitely our best back last year as well. So to get him to move to fullback, to be able to give him the ball more, is definitely the idea and definitely what happened. As we score, as the time expires, I guess I didn't even think about that, but that's what happened. 36-7 over Hawaii. What a great way to head into the college, not the college football playoff, the conference title game. 13-22, only 164 yards with 2 touchdowns, no turnovers again for Dunlap. 24 for 97 and a touchdown. Dunlap 10 for 74 and a touchdown. Ashley not doing what we need him to do. Spreading it around. Cook 5 catches for 56, Ashley 3 for 32, Sash for 2 for 25, Thomas with a relatively, well, actually not relatively, a very slow game, 2 for 21. He did get in the end zone. Dobson also got in the end zone. So pretty well-rounded offensive game by us. Would like to see a couple more throwing yards, but didn't need it, scoring 36 points. Redding and Johnson lead the team yet again with tackles. Green with 5. Story, Hamilton, Washington Jr., Paul, and Cook with 4 respectively. Then we got Johnson, Westmoreland, Scarver, and Green with tackles for losses. We got 3 sacks, 1 from Decker, Story, and Westmoreland respectively. No interceptions today. Our defense just played super solid, getting them off the field. All right, quick update here in the bye week of our recruiting class. We do have 2 4-star commits, both offensively, a halfback and a receiver. Don't know anything about them. Didn't scout them at all. Then we have another 3-star halfback. We have a 3-star run stopper, a 3-star agile, another 3-star receiver, 2 3-star centers, and then another receiver. Just some of those that we really need to get depth at. So that's kind of where we're going with that. On the top here is kind of our first tier of players that we were going after. Got a run stopper here, a middle linebacker, a physical archetype here, another middle linebacker, and another receiver. And as you can see, we're sitting pretty good with all of them. So then we have down here our second tier of players. We have Oscar Streeter, a scrambler. Now, here's the issue, right? Is Dunlap's really good. But this kid looks really good too. 90 speed, 93 throw power. So, I mean, maybe it's a red shirt Streeter, and see how that goes. And then we have Dunlap going into his sophomore year. So then you have a junior and a freshman. We could look at Streeter somewhere else as he's an athlete. So there's a lot of things that we can do. Then we found a star or a gem right end. So we're going heavily towards him. Auburn is also chasing him. Then we get another right end and then a D tackle as well. So we're sitting really solid, actually, especially with only 350 points. We've been finding some gems late in this recruiting cycle, and as we get these guys committed up here on the top and even on the bottom half, it's going to free up more of those hours for us to go find some more, get depth in our class. Conference USA title game, where we host. I'm pretty sure it's at the highest seed. Air Force. We had an absolute classic with them, scoring on the final play of the game. I think we went for 2 actually as well, if I remember correctly. Just an absolute classic. We are up to 14th in the nation. Let's see if we can take care of the Falcons. Defense gets called on first yet again. It seems to be a thing this episode where our defense is asked to make a stop first. So we'll see if we can, if we're able to do that. We're going to run with this. We're going to bring him up, and we're going to bring down the quarterback. Well, actually, he's going to bring himself down. But we are going to get the stop. They're going to punt, and we're going to take over for the first drive here. See if we can kind of right the ship. There's 4 minutes left in the first quarter, and there's no score. We're going to give it to Turpin. He's going to spin. He's going to stiff arm another guy. You get to see his speed, his agility, and his power all in one on that run. We're going to see if we can get Thomas here. We just need time. We do pick it up. We're going to give Thomas a shot. Not quite open enough, but that was a great pickup block by Ashley after the play action to give us an opportunity to go ahead and try to take the cover off the defense. We're going to kind of reset again. All right. Well, our interior of our line gets absolutely destroyed almost every play. Our tight end, I thought, was going to be able to run past that linebacker. I guess not. So we're going to have to punt. What a disappointing first quarter drive yet again for this hometown crowd in the conference championship against Air Force. We're going to punt inside the 20. It's going to get down to the 17. Third and 5, just before first quarter is going to expire. Run with this, picked. Give me that. I couldn't control him after he picked it. I wanted to go straight to the sideline to get a block there, but we couldn't. But our offense doesn't do anything with that interception. They get the ball back, and they're on our side of the 50 yet again. So, offense not able really to do anything. And what is our player? I know he's our best player, and I know he's made so many plays, but why are you backpedaling? Nobody's deeper than that. And you had a safety over the top. Now they're going to get into their triple option. They're going to give it to their fullback. He's going to rumble for 9 yards. Just not what we're looking for. Johnson's got the fullback. They're going to go triple option. They're going to pitch it. That was a great play by our linebacker, but we just couldn't bring him down. He played the quarterback, made him pitch it. We're going to bring some pressure. It's going to force a bad throw. They're going to go for this. Pitch the line here. Fullback gets stuffed. The Owls toughen up down in the red zone, but our offense can't do anything. In a game like give me an offensive moment. So again, our defense is called upon in a 3rd and 6 situation. This tight end. I just put my controller down because I was so frustrated because we played that so well. We ran with the tight end. He took away everything except for the QB run, which is so frustrating. Option, quarterback keeps it. Doesn't really go for a whole lot. We just got to continue to pinch the line when they're in triple option. That way we take care of the fullback, and the flow will take care of the rest. There we go again, bringing a little bit of pressure. So we are able to stop him. Cannot let this guy scramble again. He's going to throw a pick. Another big stop by the defense. And the offense, please do something. They finally give us an opportunity to help the offense here. 0-0. There has been not a whole lot to cheer for, especially offensively. We dropped that for this home crowd. Dobson, you have to do this. Okay, he's not going to win, but we do win on the crossing route with Sash. So we're going to pick up the first down. We're closing in on a minute and a half left here in the first half. Again, nothing really to cheer for offensively for this home crowd. Oh no, catch it. Thank you. But defense has been making absolute plays. So it's not like they're not enjoying themselves. They're probably not. They want to score some points. They want to see some points. Spin move back inside. Turpin is going to only pick up 3. A lot of work for only 3 yards. But we can't get anything going here offensively against this dingy Air Force team. But we got it there. Thomas takes the top off. Touchdown. Owls. Let's see if the floodgates open now with that absolute dime by the freshman to his favorite target as the junior. I really don't like these routes. Thomas lays out, cannot drag his foot, and it's going to be a punt. It's 7-3. They really just don't like kicking the ball. Punting, kicking the short field goals. They don't want to kick it. But they do pick up the 4th down there. Really really was relying on them to run the ball, to be honest. Option by their quarterback yet again. He has 11 carries. Today, pinch the line. Oh, that should have been another pick. But pass deflection. Now they're going to kick the field goal on the 4th and 9. They're going to look to make it 7-6, which should be a pretty easy kick for this kicker. Right down the middle of the field. Probably not a lot of wind, and it is good. 7-6. The offensive struggles continue for both sides today as they get down into the red zone late here in the 4th quarter. Option play is tackle on the outside. Great job getting off the block and making the tackle. Obviously, we'd much rather only have to kick a field goal to win than try to go down and score a touchdown, which has been very tough this entire game. 87 yards for their fullback. See what they come up with here on 3rd down. Another interception would be fantastic for the defense, but a sack will do instead. Donovan Westbrook with the sack. They're going to have to go ahead and settle yet again for a field goal. Now, this is a pretty short field goal. It is off to the right hash. See if they leave it out to the right, and they do. Off the upright, and it is going to stay 7-6. Get me in this game. Thank you very much. Alright, can the offense take care of the ball and milk the rest of this time off? It is not going to be a pretty win, but it's going to be a conference championship if we can take care of the ball and move the sticks. That's what we got to do. And as I say that, I'm going to take a shot here on 2nd and 7. Dunlap with his legs is going to pick up the 1st down. He's going to go ahead and slide down. That's going to bring us to the 2-minute timeout. They did a good job of taking the deep route. So we have the improviser with the legs. And again, as I've mentioned before, and I mentioned earlier in this video, Dunlap has been doing a much better job of that, being able to escape and get some scrambling yards on top of what we do with him already in the design run game. So they're going to take the 1st timeout. I'm going to send Cook on a seam route. It looks like they're all out selling for the run, which they are. We're going to go ahead and we're just going to go down. They're going to have to call a timeout, and that is going to pretty much do it. We don't want to keep talking. We just don't want to score. If we score 7, that's an 8-point game. So if we punch it in here, I'm going to probably take over and we're going to go for 2. And the reason for that is if we get it, that's a 15-point game. It's a 9-point game. That means that they can't tie it on the 1st. What was on the 1st on 1 drive? It's a 2-possession game then. Sorry, my brain just, I don't know. But even with like a field goal here, it makes them, as we throw an incomplete pass, a field goal doesn't do us any good. Doesn't do us any good. So we're gonna go ahead and go for this. I think they're gonna look. I think they're gonna look for a run. Dobson, touchdown. What a huge call by Chief Tummy Tuck. A bold call, but a call that needed to be made. They were looking for the run because I don't know why they would look for the run, to be honest. It's not like the clock stopped or anything. we're getting it to Ashley. We can't quite get there. It is a 7-point game. That's why we went for 2. I explained that earlier in that red zone possession. So, ball is going to be kicked into the end zone. Wanted it a little shorter, so they return it. But defense needs to step up here. They've been playing well all game. That makes me worried about what is going to happen here. On that. And they're going to take the top off, and they're going to get it. Unbelievable, man. And this is why I wanted to get the 2-point conversion, because now they're going to go ahead. They're probably going to spike it, and they're going to find a way to get in the end zone and tie the game. And we're going to go to OT. Oh man, this is exactly the reason why we went for it on 4th down too. Not just taking the points, because that would have put us in a really bad position. We got to come up. It's going to be a touchdown, and they're going to tie it. So, yeah, just not a great. I even pushed everybody back on that deep throw too. It's crazy. EA doesn't want to make it easy ever, which is fine. We just got to go score, kick a field goal. That's all we need. We got all 3 timeouts, 40 seconds to do it. We just got to get in the field goal. We're going to try to catch them off guard by running the football to start the drive. And they were not fooled. Not in the slightest. We need to take 2 clock off. They're going to press. Oh my God. Sash. If Thomas doesn't win, you bet. It's going to be underthrown. Sash isn't going to be able to make a play on it. I don't know why that was such a poorly thrown ball. All right, Thomas. Thomas makes an absolute great cut. He is going to take it. We're going to try to drag out the game as much as possible. We're just going to take as much time off before we get into the end zone. Thomas with a huge play. The Owls are going to be the Conference USA champions. They're going to hop in here just so something crazy doesn't happen. I mean, he can't get it. Yeah, I was going to say he can't even get it close to the end zone. I thought 24 caught it and was running the end zone. What was that game? No points until the 4th quarter, I'm pretty sure, right? Oh, just kidding, 2nd quarter. But the offensive explosion for that game happened in the 4th quarter. Dunlap, 12 of 21, 3 touchdowns, just under 300 yards. Again, taking care of the football, which is great. 17 for 50 for Turpin, not great. Dunlap, 8 for 42. Again, his legs are becoming a huge factor. Thomas had a huge game, 4 for 155 and 2 touchdowns, including the game winner. Dobson also had a touchdown on 4th down, which kind of saved the game, to be honest, kept the game in reach. And then on the defensive side, Jericho Washington, 12 tackles, 2 for a loss. West Merlin, 9 tackles, 4 for loss, 8 for Tate, 7 for Williams, Johnson, and Redding. Defense playing really well. A lot of tackles for loss with the triple option, 4 for West Merlin, Redding, Washington Jr., and Green had 2 apiece. Scarver, Hannon, and Cook 1 as well. And West Merlin had that 1 sack. It was a big one on 3rd down. So that's what we needed to happen. A negative 117 yards returning yards is crazy. The moment of truth will be in the next episode. We will see if we do crack the college football playoff. We are ranked 14, so we're out of that 12. We are a conference champion. However, we are the conference champion of the worst conference in the land. So we will see if we do crack into that. Otherwise, next episode will be filled with the bowl game that we get put into. It will also be talking about the promotions and relegations, and then obviously the off season as well, depending on where we're at. Okay, so I appreciate you taking the time to click on the video. If you haven't already, you made it this far, please hit that subscribe button. It means a lot. Drop a like, helps with the YouTube algorithm, and you know what else helps? A comment. Are we in? Are we out? Which one are we? So, beginning of the episode, talked about leaving a comment. Do we make the conference championship game? Check. Did we win it? Check. Now, do we get into the college football playoff? We'll see next week. As always, I hope you have a good day. I hope you had a great day. Spread the word. Peace.